everybody. It's quite late in the afternoon, as you can see. Oops, daisy, I think I forgot to lower that. I did have some video recorded. There was a bit of an issue when I went to save it because there wasn't any space. And when I made the space, unfortunately, I'd lost the video that I wanted to save. So yeah, we are starting again, basically. So it's not great, but you know, it's what happens. It's PlayStation. Right, okay. I need to bring you all up to date. So these are the two rows that we put in to fix the distance, and you can see the distance is fine. You probably remember that I was kind of missing one off the end here, and in trying to put that one in, I accidentally tore out a few of the others, so I think that now will be fine. Right, the other thing, I have to try and remember everything I said earlier, which is going to be fun, given my memory nowadays. So yesterday when we finished recording, I was still up in field 24, and I think we were either ploughing or cultivating at that point. And we had a soybean contract for harvesting soybean in field 23, which we'd subcontracted, but we were kind of jumping in and out of the lorry to help out with that. Once that contract was finished, the contract to harvest field 25 came up. So we took that contract, because as you know, that's the field we wanted to buy. And we thought, right, okay, let's take that contract, and that way, as soon as it's harvested, as soon as we finished harvesting it and the contract's completed, we can buy it and start getting it ready to turn over for us to sow a crop in it. So, trying to remember, so we did that last night, and also in between all that, we took Nate out for his run last night. And when we got up this morning, I think it was. Oh yes, and the other thing was we contracted out the sowing of the soybeans in field 24 once we'd cultivated it, just so that we could concentrate on getting field 25 harvested. So what have we done since then? So we've got the whole of the day now to speak of, and I will have to run back to here because I really do need to get on with the grape harvest as well. So this morning we limed field 25, we fertilised field 25, and we ploughed field 25. We contracted field 24 to get weeding done, which has happened, and we also put a fertilising state on that field. We then after that, it was afternoon by that time, it was after lunch I think. We took Nate out this morning, I can't remember if I said that. And then we had something like leftovers, we had about 11,000 litres of soybean left over from the big contract that we subcontracted, just to confuse everybody and myself, which we didn't sell it last night. We kept till today, till the price went up a bit better, and then we sold them along with our own soya. In doing so, we realised that there's an issue between that sale point at the shop and our new trailer. It just does not seem to recognise our trailer at all, so we just quickly hired another trailer that's a bit smaller to get the soybean sold, and we also used that trailer to buy a load of lime rather than just bring it down to the farm empty. So the money's not too bad. So we cultivated field 25, and then straight after that we just contracted someone to sow it, which they're actually doing now, and they put soya in that field too. And as you can see, while they're doing that, I'm getting on with our grape harvest. And I suspect this is going to be a short video because yeah, it's going to get dark, and we're probably still going to be harvesting grapes. And yeah, because I think the worst thing was we were almost finished the recording, and it's partly my fault because I meant to clear some space out in the storage and I didn't. And the last time it worked out okay, this time it didn't work out okay, and I think it's because I did it differently this time, and that caused me to just lose the video completely. So I can't really blame the system. So instead of having, about half an hour of recording, I got 4 seconds. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Well, never mind. So the other things we was talking about earlier was I think we're going to need, we were looking at I'll do it now actually again while we're here. We were looking at the price of the next plot that we want to buy, which is this one. And it's 164,000. We're at 143 at the moment, so it's not enough. But we'd be looking to be, money-wise, to be around 250, I think, before we bought that. So at least another 100,000 on top of where we are at. Now the chickens are at full capacity, and so they're producing great guns at the moment, I'm pleased to say. And they're now on their second tier of egg crates, so hopefully it won't be too long before we're getting to a point where we can just sell those off. I mean, we could sell them off now, but I'd rather wait until it's completely full and then just do it all in a winner. So yeah, there is where we are at. And yeah, I think it must have been just after 12 farm time that we started this recording. Well, so yeah, it's yeah, it's one of these things. Joys. I mean, it's not disastrous, but just thankfully it wasn't totally at the end of the day when it was dark. We'd be coming back and going, oh well, yesterday, forget it. I'll just tell you what we did, and forget that day ever happened, and we'll never speak of it again. But yeah. But we do have a bit of time, but as I say, this is likely now to be a much shorter video than I initially intended it to be, because we've lost the footage of everything that I've done earlier, which wasn't that exciting to be fair, but it still was something. I missed all my skill, all my cultivating skill. It's one of the few things I can do okay. And ploughing too, I think I've become quite good at ploughing as well. Sowing's the thing that takes us the longest, and that really is because of the size of our sewing machine. But we can't afford to get a larger one just yet. I think the main thing now is to try and get a farmyard set up, and that's going to cost us a fair bit of money. But even though the loan repayments didn't drop as quite as much as I would have liked them to have done. They are still down a bit, and so the cost of that loan is now being covered, or the interest on the loan is certainly now being covered by our little windmilly thing. And because it makes 2,400 a day, and the loan's just over 2,100 a day now. Plus, we should be getting income from our glass house. It's not huge. I've not actually worked out what it is a day yet, so I might try and keep an eye on it later and see. Does mean I have to be around for full 24 hours on this, but hey. And you're going to be bored watching me just do grapes. And it was my intention, I was just about to save the video after saying, yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Thinking, right, I've got about 10 minutes time of recording left. I'll come back to you after I've harvested grapes and we'll wrap it up pretty much. But yeah, instead I'm now struggling for material because I've used it all up. Yeah, well. I mean, we could. I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to be dark. I think there's a good chance it's getting quite dark by the time we're finished doing these grapes. Could go take Nate for a scenic walk, but he's already had his run the day, so I suppose you wouldn't mind going out there if I needed to. I haven't looked at prices for these yet either. I need to do that at some point to see if I'm quite keen to try and oh yeah, it's really good for milk. Even better than my wee shoppy, which definitely makes Smokey very happy. He's probably going to run up there with his milk today. Grapes. The white's too low and the red's going up, but it's not there yet. So we'll probably just store these for a little while. I'm going to just jump out a second, just have a closer look at how the sheep are doing and actually give them a quick clean up, because they get really dirty and that affects their production. So, and it'll give me something else to show you rather than grapes and more grapes. Yeah, okay. You're doing no bad. Let me give you a quick clean. Bottom bale looked a bit saggy really, but yeah. Right, there we go. Stick it back in there, you'll be fine. I'll probably do the same for my chickens when we get over to that. If we take a quick look at productivity, so we started with 10, we're now up to 14, but it's going to be, yeah, as you see, it's over 50 hours before they produce another one. It's just because, you know, if I wanted to, of course the reproduction rate is quicker, goes up quicker the more you get, for obvious reasons. There's more of them to become friendly. But the chicken reproduction rate has stopped because they're at max capacity, so that pen only holds 100. So with the rooster and 99 chickens, we are at max, so that's fine. And Nate, of course, this is only his second day with us. He's quite early on in his levels of fitness as yet. I've not seen a message come up to say the worker's finished, but then as I say, that really small seeder does take a while. I'm quite happy when we can afford one. I mean, I don't need a massive one, but one a bit bigger than that would be nice. It's possibly something I should look to stores to see if they can source me anything that's a bit bigger. It's not too expensive. Okay, we're going to get up to the end of this row hopefully, and then I can go empty. Ooh, I wonder if we'll get right to the end before we fill up. Oh, we will. Grand. Ooh, close. I don't know why this thing gets so mucky. I don't spend. I mean, it's quick enough to wash at the end when we're finished, but I still don't know why it gets so dirty in the first place. It's weird. It is just a tint on this, isn't it? That makes it look darker in there than what it is. Dark silos. Forward a bit. Let's have a quick look to see vehicle leasing costs. I think that's... What did I lease other than the trailer? They didn't charge me that for a trailer, did you? Property income, yeah, 360. So we're definitely getting money from the glasses. You could see where the Monday and Tuesday 240, and then yesterday 320. So yeah, and that's definitely covering the cost of our loan and giving us some to spare. So hopefully instead of being money dropping overnight a little bit, it's going to go up overnight a little bit. Should be nice. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we'll get see if we can, maybe not quite the last load of grapes yet, because I think we're averaging 4 rows to the, and we have to empty it after every about 4 rows or so. There we go. I am thinking of still pausing it here because I'm thinking I've still got quite a bit of time, recording time left, but I think it's just going to bore you silly if you've got to sit and watch me do the grapes while I try and figure out what I'm going to waffle on about now that things did not work out as planned. So I do think I'm going to pause it and say it's probably going to be quite a short video for today, but no, it's just the way the cookie crumbled, unfortunately. Okay, we'll catch you in a wee bit. So I just pop back in because yeah, it's a really lovely sky at the moment. Well, we're just still harvesting these grapes, but the colours are really, really nice. It is, you know, as you can see, getting to be pretty dark. But yeah, I think we should take a moment and go and have a look at our sky for a few minutes. It won't last. It's kind of hard through these trees as well. But yeah, if it'd been a bit quicker, we could have been down by the water. It would have looked really bonny. But I don't think we can make it to the water in time to catch it. not on foot anyway, and it's just kind of all going now anyway. So there we go. So the contractor finished sowing our field. Look at these clouds up on the mountains too. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And he brought the seeder down to the farm because it needs a bit of maintenance, so we'll give it a clean and a bit of maintenance once we've finished here. All but one of these plots needs limed, so that's a job to add to our list for tomorrow. I took on a contract for cultivating the field that we did the harvest contract on yesterday, so I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to go and do that tonight or leave it till tomorrow morning, because as you can see it's getting late, and even now it's going to be about 9 o'clock-ish before we get finished up. So, and if I go and start that contract, it could be another hour or two before I finish there, so I might just leave it and do it for tomorrow. It's grand. Right, I did say I was going to come and give these little chickens a quick clean when we were over this way. Hello girls, you are all doing a bra job of giving us lots of eggs, lovely eggs to get sold. Wonderful prices. So, there we go. You can see, I think I mentioned before, the lights on this are not the best. I suspect it was not designed for working in the dark. Oops. And I've not even switched it on, which does not help. There we go. Hopefully that's it now. Yeah, we're off. So, yeah, definitely a much shorter video than usual, I think, was what we're going to end up with today, and it's the way that things have gone. Tomorrow, yeah, lime, fertilising these, doing that contract, probably doing some more contracts, checking on the prices of our grapes to see if we're going to sell them, and basically just trying to get a bit more money made, and so that we can buy that nice plot of land over there and start looking to get a yard set up. Just get a shed in there. But yeah, it's all going to take a bit of money. As usual. Now I think overall I don't think the grapes give as high a yield as the white grapes. The red grapes don't seem to, because I think I get almost a full tank on 4 rows of white, where in the grapes it seems to be closer to, well, it is 5 rows really. But I don't know if I've missed liming this the last time, or whether that is just the way it is. And yes, I know, that's me and my grape yield again, get off and stuff like that. So it's all to be curious about. Yeah. So I am going to have to start thinking about getting some lights around the farm at some point too. I'm thinking of putting one out to the side to the left of me here, you know, where the standpipe in that area is there, and just putting in a sort of street light sort of in there, just to make it easier to see that little bit there, because that's where the standpipe is and the toolbox is as well, so it'd be handy just to have a light there. I'm going to go around this way. Oh, see, I forgot to put it down again, so now I'm doing wheelies. Right, we're down and out. That was the beginning of a film. Right, oh, see, this is why this is not good in the dark. Or at least I'm not very good in the dark. But the lights on this are just not great at all. I mean, look, I mean, that's just rubbish. So dark now. But I can see where we were. We've only got about 2 or 3 rows left to do, I think. 1, 2 rows? 3 rows? 2, I think. These 2. Oh. Hopefully. Yeah, that other one. The one on the left's definitely been harvested. Good. 2 rows left, which is just as well because, yeah, the lights on this are so poor we can't see a thing. It's probably going to get a bit better when the moonlight comes up a bit, but for now it's very dark. Now I'm definitely calling it a night once I finish this. Say it's going to be 9 o'clock or just after 9 o'clock by the time I get this done in there, and then this cleaned, as well as the little cedar done and sorted to get it back up to fitness again. It's not the right word I was looking for, but don't worry about it. So I'm tired. I still have to eat before I sleep, as well as shower, so definitely done after this. We must be getting the moons maybe come up a wee bit now. It's looking a wee bit less dark, isn't it? So that's good. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's coming up over there. So see, a little bit better than what we did just a few moments ago. She says trying not to crash into another tree. Alright. I always have to watch this mirror out to the right here, which I can't really see in the dark either. Sometimes it gets caught on that door on the, if I don't get the angle right. Just see it just sticks out that wee bit too far and it's useless, so I don't see the point of it at all. Right, here we go. That's the last of it in there anyway. Done and dusted for another harvest. So, 2-3 days before that. It seems to be quite dark going in this direction than it does in the other direction. Right, I'm about to go do this first, put the light on. As I say, I can see much better with my torch than I can with that lights on that. And I mean, it looks, if you look at it, it looks like it should be a lot brighter than what it is, but unfortunately it's not. Okay, so we'll give this a clean, and then we'll give it a bit of maintenance, and then we'll take the tractor and move it out the road so that I can then do the grape harvester. At least I've got nice lights on here. I'll just put it over here for now until we remember to take it back up to the fields, possibly tomorrow morning when we go and do the second stage of fertilising in field 25. But I mean, this needs a bit of tweaking as well, so I'll just quickly tweak this. It's not causing us any problems at the moment, but it's just nice to get it done. Right, here we go. Now I'll just reverse this here for the moment. That'll give us some lights for this beast. so that I can get it washed. I can't tweak it on here. I've tried. I don't know. I'm having too many trigger issues in this game. It's not good. Right. So I'll probably take this up to the shop, garage by the shop, to get it fixed before the next harvest. Not too bad, but I just like to try and not let them get too bad if I can help it. Occasionally I do forget, usually on the additional machinery that goes onto the back of the tractors and stuff, because even though I can look at, you know, this down at the right hand side and see a little spanner there tells me that where we are in terms of needing maintenance. I don't get that for the machines that connect to the back of the tractor and stuff. So sometimes I don't notice that they're needing something done until, like with the last couple of times with the seeder, notice it's running slow. If somebody's noticing it's running slow, if not me, then the contractor. I believe its grass is growing again. No, it's not too bad. Right. And so, time to stick something in the oven and go shower. And then, yeah, we'll probably head straight to sleep. So, in this darkness, thank you everybody for watching what will be a bit of a shorter video, but I don't know how much shorter. Do I need to put my light off in the shop? I do. My wee light needs to go off in the shop. No, it doesn't. I'm seeing things. It's because the one outside's nice and bright, isn't it? It just looked like it was on in there. So, right. That's it. Done. Time to get a little bit of TV watching while we have our dinner. Get stuck in the door. Got me jumper stuck in the door. Okay, so, yeah. Cheers everybody. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow, and things will maybe go almost, probably not, to plan. Bye for now everybody.